We're going to see if you can hear me. And if you can't, then I'm a giant weirdo for trying something new. But, got to try something new once in a while. Not sure if I'm alive or if anybody can hear me. Good up with the software. Absolutely. Oh, waiting for me. There it is. Absolutely. Oh my God, I could hear myself and now you had echo. How's it going, everybody? Steven here, and I am not leaving Las Vegas, and I'm a Vegas blogger. And I hope you would like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell for the notifications. And I got Reno here, River Dog. Hey, I have River Dogs. I have Oscars. Oscars are River Dogs. I'm looking in the absolute worst possible spot. North Dakota is here. This thing is supposed to be sending me my chats, but I don't see them. So I can't get the chats, but I can get them over here in this window. I'm trying new software. It's a thing. All right, we got Keeping Me Up podcast, K Upgrade. Oh, you're new around here, I think, maybe. Hello, how are you? Chris Merritt is here. The Omaha fan is here. Ronnie C. Laura, whoa, thank you so much. Picture the fountain action. Hopefully I sound pretty darn good right now, too. Stephen Share Lake, Oklahoma's in the house. Oh, April can hear me. Good. River Dog. I got Oscars. They're a type of fish. They nicknamed them River Dogs. One of them has a parasite. I've told you too much. Classy San Diego. Stay classy, San Diego. Hey, Steve from Indiana. Software. Oh, Martin likes it. Hardware. Ha! So Flow. South Florida's in the house. Okay. Stephanie is here. How you doing, Stephanie? I sound great. Good. Thank you so much. Picture the fountain action. You're great. Orange County, California is here. I got CT in the house. Hey, where are you from? On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Victor, I got your mask order. 1, 2, 3. Where are you from? And I will try to shout you out in your hometown or wherever you are sitting right here. John is in the house. Joe is back. Michigan is here. Summerlin, Bend, Oregon, Portland, Calgary, Miami, Tampa, Nebraska, Denver, Columbus, San Francisco, Brooklyn, Wichita, Kansas, Billings, Montana, Seattle, Washington, Pittsburgh, Wyoming, Click, Chicago, San Diego, Oklahoma, Houston, Whittier, Riverside, Seattle, Minnesota, LA, Earth, Vancouver, Crescent City, California, Billings, Montana, Las Vegas, Nevada, Greenville, South Carolina, Chicago, San Jose, Sunrise, Arizona. Oh my gosh. David from Minnesota, Regina, Saskatchewan. You're only allowed to giggle once when you hear it's called Regina. Calgary, Phoenix, Riverside, North Dakota, Toronto. Oh my gosh. Danny is in Illinois. Go Bills in Dallas, Texas, Iowa. I didn't do too badly there. My video is very blown out. I'm going to have to fix that. Bartlett, Illinois. Schofield, Utah. Upland, California. I got Third Rock from the Sun. Tennessee. Vicinities in D. I don't know what that is. Florida. Oh my God. Harrison, New Jersey. Chino, California. Brisbane, Australia. Joe, it should get more people. We're just starting out at about 5 minutes. It gets more. 10 minutes, it gets more. 30 minutes, it gets more. Sparks, Nevada. Los Santos from Grand Theft Auto is in the house. Top of the morning to you, John Amaral. I tip my hat to you. I got all my hats behind me right here. Kansas City, LA, Central California, beautiful Las Vegas, Deep Space Nine, Schwartz, Texas, Stuttgart, Arkansas, Austin, Texas, no green screen. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out the technology with this camera I'm using. So I got this little thing back here, and I don't know. I might just get rid of the green screen and make it look like a cool studio. I'm not really sure what I'll do with that green screen. It was good for the time. Drea, oh, there has to be a temporary solution. Thank you so much. I got Charlotte, North Carolina, Orange, California, and you got me. Nobody gets me. Nobody understands me. Boo-hoo for me. All right, so you guys are all here, and I'm here, and everybody's here. Since we last met on a live stream in the studio, I put more RAM in this machine, so I don't think I'll have the massive problems that I had last time. Kid Jeff is in Florida. Are you related to Kid Rock? Kentucky, very good. So I don't know. We're going to do a live Vegas chat. A lot of things have changed. Yeah, the soup cup is back full of ice and vodka. No, it's water. I'm on 2 days of 0 carbohydrates whatsoever. And actually, my energy level is ridiculous. I used to fall asleep nearly driving home. I was like narcoleptic, and I thought it was something seriously wrong with me. And then for 2 days, I've had nothing but meat and cheese. And oh my God. Oh my God. And I don't use caffeine anymore. I can't remember how many days I've had since. I actually have it in an app right here, so I can maybe find it. This is a great use of my frickin' time. It's been 2 months, 16 days, 11 hours, and 8 minutes. So what is that? 76 days. So 76 days of no caffeine. There you go. Oh, goodness gracious. The Keto Guido. I love that, Michael. You are the best. Yeah, actually, keto is good for me, apparently. Anyways, so what are we looking at today? There was a lot of things that changed, and no doubt about that. I'm going to make a video about that coming up, and I'm going to make a video on a lot of stuff. I mean, so, wow. The president's going to be here in Nevada on Sunday. Biden was here last week. Kamala Harris, Mike Pence. Nevada's getting a lot of love from the politics side of thing. That's all I'm going to say about it. Convention Center's new West Hall on track. Going to open the convention center in December. Caesars sold off the Bally's brand. Holy cow. Tomorrow's news video is going to be over the top. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be big because there's so much stuff happening right now. Caesars sold off the Bally's brand. So you think that Bally's is going to go away? Nope. It's going to be here in Las Vegas. What else do we have here? There was a bunch of stuff. I just look at the Review Journal, and people who are haters say, all you do is read the newspaper. Oh my God. Look at this. 133,000 Pai-Gow jackpot hit today in Las Vegas. That's cool. They canceled the Star Trek convention. That's gone. Man, Encore. Oh my gosh, win Las Vegas. What did you do? You decided to pare back everything. You upped the room rates to get rid of all the bad guys. Then you added lots of security, and now you can't afford to run the Encore. So it's going to be closed most of the days of the week and only open Thursdays through Sundays. And, oh, do I have a VIP? What are you doing, VIP? Don't make me run over your paw. That'll make you yell and scream with my chair. VIP sighting. It's a lot of money. Absolutely. I don't know what that is. Ow! Bands on Fremont Street? No idea. I don't think they're happening anytime soon. Tomorrow will be a big day, Victor. I'm going to be talking big days like big cats. Got a big cat. Got a big video for... Ow! Jeez Louise. Wind closed like most of this week like Planet. Yeah, but the Planet Hollywood, I got to research this more because whether or not the Encore, and they're not saying when, they are saying Encore, Encore paring back hours, citing demand. I don't know if it's the entire property. I really think it is the entire property amid dampened foot traffic. That is the biggest load of crap I've ever heard. Okay, yeah, you're in a difficult position on the strip, but don't tell me there's just, oh, there's no foot traffic here. That's not true. Encore's reduction in hours also comes with a shift of its poker room to Wynn Las Vegas. So they're closing the entire thing, not just the hotel. So Planet Hollywood's open every day, as far as I know, unless I missed something major. It's just that the hotel at Planet Hollywood's only open on the weekends, right? So what are you doing? Stop. You don't smell good because you're a cat and you eat cat food. That's the first problem we have. You look at the light. Walk into the light, Blackjack. You want to do it? You want to do it? You're not going to bite it. Okay. Anyways, what major shows are back in Vegas? Gary Bettman says. Well, Gary, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for giving us the Vegas Golden Knights. For you guys that don't know, that's the real name of the commissioner of the National Hockey League. We have Absinthe and we have Piff the Magic Dragon. Those are the two major shows that are back right now. My cat smells like cat food. Cat Image is quoting Ralph Wiggum. My cat's breath smells like cat food. Flamingo and Piff the Magic Dragon. Well, I wouldn't say that the X show at Flamingo is a major one, and I think it's at Harrah's, but I thought they moved it to Flamingo temporarily only. Do you think the Boring Company tunnel will actually expand in Fremont and the airport? I think if they have their way, there's a lot more with the Boring Company. I heard some things from my source, who I finally heard from. I was very worried about him, and I heard some things about that. And I'm going to make a fantastical, ridiculous... Oh my God, you're going to tear my shirt up! Stop it! Dude! Okay, he just doesn't want to be up in the lights. He don't like the lights. I heard a ridiculous thing that I can make a video on, and man, I should have worn my face mask. If I wore my Vegas face mask, I'm going to totally advertise it. I was reading some comments about me today. It was funny stuff, but anyways, this is actually called Black Mosaic. You can get that on vegasfacemask.com. But we have solid colors now. If you're in the healthcare industry or you're at work and you want to wear them, I got solid black, I got royal blue, and I also have USC, University of Southern California, Trojans red. And it's a crazy story about that USC red. A guy sent my wife a pair of women's lingerie, like a pair of panties. And they were just like, he was like, I'm really sorry, but this is the only color sample I could find. And my wife laughed her ass off. She has a very good sense of humor. And we went to the Hobby Lobby and matched it up, and I got the color. So now if you're a USC fan, you should go to our site because you can get masks, and we use like gold thread and stuff. Anyways, Boring Company will have a really big impact on Las Vegas if what I'm hearing is true. It's a whole ridiculous thing to I can't even. If I tell you what I'm talking about right now, if I tell you what's in my head and what I've heard, you're going to laugh your ass off and say, there's no way that'll ever happen. And I'm going to be like, could possibly happen. Does Piff have a good show? People seem to really like him. I think he markets himself as the biggest loser on not American Idol, on America's Got Talent. But he's apparently got a good show. So let's see here. What's up with the Rio? The Rio is in a precarious spot, ain't it? I mean, if the Wynn is closing their properties and the Rio's not too far from the Wynn, if the Encore is closing, then what does that mean for the Rio? Not much. I don't know. I think you'll hear that the Rio, well, the Rio's already been sold. I think you'll hear that Bally's gets sold because the Bally's brand has been sold. So that primes it up to sell it to, I can't remember the resort company that owns it right now. I'm going to have to do that in my video tomorrow. Victor asks, what's the plan for Vegas and New Year's? Don't know yet. I imagine a bunch of people show up. They might shoot off fireworks because that's an outdoor activity, but it's going to matter if flu season hits us, because if flu season hits us, we're going to have a serious problem. Let's see here. Rio. Duran, yeah. Well, her name was Rio, and she dances on the sand, just like the river running through that desert land or ancient land. It was plenty busy in Vegas the last few days. Yes, Carrie, but you got to remember that's the weekend time. Star Trek convention scheduled for Rio in August. Yeah, it's canceled now. It actually got scheduled for August, then it got rescheduled to, I believe it was Harrah's or to Caesars, and now it's gone. We're not doing it this year. It's dead, Jim. It's dead. Hey, Stephen, great, just dropped in. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, Joseph Drake? If Bally's gets sold, what will they do with the Paris? They share a gaming tunnel. Oh, they share a gaming license. Well, you got to imagine that there would be a gaming license that would have to be sublet, but I don't think, see, what's going to happen is, you guys got to remember, the companies that buy that stuff, sometimes they're not interested in actually running it in the same way. So right now, Bally's has an indefinite lease, or Caesars has an indefinite use of the lease for Bally's in Las Vegas and only Las Vegas. So that means that they sell it, they can use the name in Vegas. Now, if they want to sell the property, that's another deal altogether. They might sell the property to somebody else and then run the casino themselves. But at the same time, the casino operator that bought the Bally's brand is probably not very interested in Caesars Entertainment running the casino like they have a deal in place to do at the Rio, if the Rio ever opens back up. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with all that. Mike Hacko's out is now lost in Vegas. We moved from California. He doesn't know where he is. Anybody have an idea? I walk around, spotted him once on the next block. He ran. Stephanie, that is incredibly sad. I am so sorry to hear that. I don't know. Send me a picture in my messenger. I'll post it on the group or something like that. Maybe we can help find your cat. Twin River Holdings, thank you. Yeah, Twin River actually they run their own hotels. But the thing is, will they be able to get a gaming license in Las Vegas? That's the big question. And if they can't get a gaming license for whatever reason in Nevada because the regulators block it, then they're not going to be able to run a casino here. So it's all just a moot point. But one thing is too, they really do need to sell a property. They promised the Security Exchange Commission and all these government bodies when they said we're going to buy Caesars. When Eldorado said that, they said we will sell a property in Vegas. They sold a Rio, but that was before the deal. Now they have to sell another one. So we'll see what they sell. Let's see, if that's your real name and just bad luck, I truly apologize and hope you find your cat. Yes, Nick, her actual name is Stephanie Trump, and also Nick is probably not your real name, but her name is Stephanie, and I know her in real life. Marky Mark and the Marky Bunch is in the house. Restart the stream so I can hit the like button twice. Come on, man. Thank you guys so much. By the way, thank you for your support, all the people who are chatting and watching. Your local Las Vegas number level 1 honorary. Then you have level 2, which is Picture the Fountain Action, and John Neese and Drea O. You guys are the super chatters, and I appreciate you guys too. And then level 3 is my moderators. Level 4 is anybody who's already a legit channel member, meaning that you actually have the badge next to your name, or you're on Patreon, which I can't give you a badge for, but I still appreciate you as much as anything. Worth going to Vegas during Christmas? I'd say so. I think it's a nice place to go. I think for Christmas, Vegas is a beautiful experience. It's not too cold. Maybe it can be rainy, but there's lots of places to eat. But this year will be completely different, of course. This year will be completely different, of course. This output destination has performance issues, it says. Wow, look at that. I am getting a pretty bad output rate. Hopefully that picks up in a minute or two. Might be buffering or looking kind of crappy. Will restaurants be open Christmas Day? Yes, they will. They're always open on Christmas Day. Never a problem. Hat collection is on drip. I don't know what that means, but I do have more hats than that. I just put them back there. Will the UK be locked down for Christmas? I have no idea. Honestly, I'm not really sure if it will be. Let's see here. Lost Dogs and Cats groups on Facebook is where you can post too. That's true. Post in some Vegas groups. Where's a great place to eat on Thanksgiving? Bobby says. Well, man, I mean, this year I'm not sure. Carmine's always has a big Thanksgiving thing over at Caesar's Palace. The buffets might not be open. I heard a rumor that the Bacchanal might open, but it's possible it doesn't. What else? I mean, honestly, I would go to Blueberry Hill. It's off the strip. It's on Flamingo. It's a couple miles, maybe 2 miles away. But they have really good stuff. Really good. They do like a plated thing. I mean, they have real turkey and real mashed potatoes. I ate there once. It was good. KP says, one of the shows at Properties opening. KP, I hope you would subscribe to the channel. I've been covering these things. So if you've been subscribing and you hit the bell and you see the actual videos, we have, Absinthe opening October 29th. A day earlier, you have Piff the Magic Dragon. You have X Country. And then you also have the Monarch Theater, which has 3 small shows in it. I'll be back down at the Monarch Theater on Friday, I think it is, checking things out. One thing is for sure, Santa will be able to find Vegas even without Rudolph. Oh yeah, it glows at night. It's kind of ridiculous. So, wow, that's crazy. I have a slow bit rate. See the software I'm using. I want to make sure that it's not terrible. Let's see here, adjusted bit rate. I can probably stop that from doing that. But hey, it is what it is. You guys can hear me and see me, and it's just a talkie right now. Thursday night NFL football. I don't know what that refers to. Flamingo in Decatur. Yeah, that's the place, Elias. It's actually really good. And I went there, and the cops eat there for free. So law enforcement, they love the law enforcement there, which is nice. Let's see. If you give me a shout out, then I will subscribe. Call me GrayCat120. But wait, your name is Adrian Kinzel, GrayCat120. There you go. I mean, I shouldn't have to shout you out to get you to subscribe. So maybe if it's like a quid pro quo, this isn't the right place for you. I like people to subscribe because they see good content. But if it makes you feel any better, I did say your name, so bless you there. Are the arches finished near the Stratosphere? I think they're very close to being finished. I don't think they're completely finished. I think they're close. I was down there and there was missing some LED lights, but when that finishes, we'll talk about that. I was at the opening of the Monte Carlo. It was a good place for a while. Glad it's now parked in GM. Yes, Steve is right. And again, like that box that's right there in the back right there, that's actually my Circa box. And, what I'm going to be doing in the next day or two, in that book, there is so much good stuff in that book, and it talks about different things, and it talks about some facts about Circa that nobody knows. I know stuff about Circa that nobody knows. It's freaking ridiculous. So I actually have that box right there, and I'll go through that with you. So you guys should subscribe to the channel if you haven't seen that. Circa Las Vegas, of course, the first casino property downtown, built brand new from the ground up since 1980, since before I was even around. It's a big deal. 40 years in the making, kind of, sort of. Charlie Palmer Steak, great restaurant. Yeah, actually, that's a good place, too. I'd say the Palm is probably a good place to go over at Caesar's Palace. You have probably Rao's or Rao's. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. Everything's open on Christmas. That's the point. But make your reservations, as I told you guys in the video today. You always have to make a reservation for stuff. Raider-themed casino. Well, you got the M Resort. That's the official partner of the Raiders. So let's see. Nobody but the people who got that book as well. That's cool though. Yeah, Hannah, you're right. I shouldn't show anybody. Hannah's right. I'm not going to show you anybody that because everybody's already seen that before. That's right. Thanks, Hannah, for clearing that up. So we need some juicy Circa info. I was going to give it to you, but Hannah pointed out that so many people have that back there that it doesn't make any sense to do that video. Sorry about that. I'm just being sarcastic, of course. I have a pretty biting sense of humor sometimes. Is the Circa haunted? Here we go with the haunted. I'll just do it. Is it haunted series? Is it haunted? Circus Circus. Is it haunted? Circa. Is it haunted? The D. Is it haunted? The El Cortez. Pretty funny. They got rid of the mermaids, fried Twinkies, and fried Oreos. This is very true. This is very true. I'm sorry about that. You got robbed by, PR got robbed by an old lady. It's a pretty tough old lady. Have you picked out the cool dress clothes for the Circa? No, I still have to get fitted for a tux. Like, I literally have to wear a tuxedo. Women have a little bit more sway and what they can do, blah, 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 blah. Any truth to the rumor about a Lego shop? It's like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It doesn't fit in with the motif. I mean, it's possible. Hey, people hear things all the time, and people have sources, but I just don't buy it. Maybe there is. I have no idea. Do a Haunted Vegas theme, Steven. Maybe that would be a good idea. I mean, Thanksgiving, Halloween is coming up. Do you know if the state line is closed? Prim, Nevada. I don't know. Let's see. Prim, Nevada resorts. I can search that up for you right now. Prim Valley Resort and Casino. $40 a night. Check availability. Visit hotels.com. And it says that it is open. So I guess you can book a room down there. So it sounds like Prim is open. I know the outlet center would be open down there. That's for sure. You always have to bet on black at the Raiders Theme Casino. Yeah, it's a 50% chance you're always going to lose, right? Circa should be awesome. You're fortunate to have the opportunity to attend the grand opening. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. I also saw your Patreon message, Steve. I think it's a good idea to do Blue Diamond in all these areas. That'd be interesting. I don't know if you're looking to see the area, the houses, the homes, but I did see your message. Let's see here, Connie Thomas. Okay, Kia Ora from New Zealand. Will you do another video like your last one when LV was locked down? Yeah, of course, Adrian. I'm working on a few things. I did one on the flamingos, like a tour of the flamingo. Kia Ora. What does that mean? Congratulations. Oh, cool. So I think that means congratulations, Kia Ora. Yeah, I mean, I love doing those kinds of videos. I just don't know. The time is the thing. I have a Palace room tour I have to do. I have a Bellagio room tour I have to do, and I would love to get some access to room tours with people too. That'll be fun too. Will Allegiant Stadium have slot machines? No, not at all. I mean, yeah, the NFL doesn't allow gaming. You can have some affiliations with casinos. Steve, without mentioning any names, did you hear about a problem with another vlogger had with overzealous security at the Cosmopolitan, allegedly regarding his filming? Sure, we can name names. It was Pompsy. And we can go over this again. Type yes if you want me to go over this again. What happened to Pompsy and what my take on is it. So you put up your hand and say I, which on the internet means typing yes. Say I or type yes if you guys want me to talk about that. Let's see here. I got yes, no, yes. I got 2 yeses. Oh, I got 5. Yeah, okay. I got it. Okay. In a nutshell, Pompsy is a YouTuber in Las Vegas. He comes from a professional film editing background, and he makes videos where he rents rooms and stays at the rooms. So anyways, he's done a series of these, and he went into the Cosmopolitan, and he does what I would do, I mean, in a different way. He films with what he quotes is a professional camera, which is totally fine. You know, I have professional cameras here. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to have to upgrade to an iPhone because that new iPhone looks great for filmmaking. Anyways, that was fantastic today, if you see the iPhone stuff. So he films like professional. He uses not an iPhone, but he uses big cameras. So he went to the casino, filming some what they call B-roll footage. B-roll meaning that when you're seeing the face talking and then you see another clip, that's not the face talking, that's called B-roll footage. He filmed people at the front desk, and then they gave him flack, and then they came up to his room, and then they accused him of filming adult material in the room, and then they kicked him out, and then they wouldn't give him his money. That's what happened. Then we give him his money back. Now all he has to do is call his credit card company and dispute the charge and say I never got the service that I had paid for because they asked me to leave. He's going to get his refund. He made a video about it. People are all up in arms. My stance is simple. You can't break the rules in the casinos right now, especially considering what they're all under and they're worried about getting fined from the government, so on and so forth. Yeah, and the rules in the Cosmopolitan are simple. You don't film the employees, you don't film private guests, you don't film the live gaming areas, and you have fun. And that's it. You walk through with a camera, nobody cares. But he broke the rules, and they were a little heavy-handed, but, you know, there's always 2 sides to a story. We don't know what the real 2 sides are. Maybe there was a security guard that was giving him a hard time, and maybe that happened. I feel for him. It's embarrassing to get kicked out, and you hate to think that you can't go back to that property ever again, but you can't break the rules of the casino. Caesar's Palace tells me you can't film in the casino. If you get caught, they'll ask you to leave, and if they really want to ask you to leave hardcore, they'll 86 you out of the property. Now you can't go to that property, or maybe any of their properties. That's it. All right. I don't think they accused him of adult material, but they might have had suspicion. He said in his video that they accused him of filming adult material. That's what he said, Rick Reviews. So I just go off what he said, unless I watched the video differently than everybody else. Sports on the Side has an opinion. I don't. You know, he does videos on YouTube, and he seems like he knows what he's doing when it comes to editing, and that's important. Production matters a whole lot. So everybody has a different personality. Trust me, I was reading comments on another channel about me today. They were pretty mean, and I don't, you know, everybody has a comment. Everybody's allowed to have a comment. My friends will not go to Vegas because of violence. Is it really that bad? They are now going to Biloxi. No, it's not as bad, but it's just more prominent. You know, Biloxi is not the home of all the Mike Tyson fights back in the day, and Biloxi doesn't have the Las Vegas Raiders, and Biloxi doesn't have an NHL team, and Biloxi doesn't have Celine Dion and Bruno Mars, and the Bellagio. So things get amplified in Las Vegas. When anything happens, it's a big deal in this town. So that's why things are being amplified. Yeah, there's violence on the Strip right now. It sucks. It's terrible, and I don't like to see it. But is it going to affect you directly? Most likely not. If you shut up and don't get into fights with people. See, that's a... Oh, my God. I am so sorry. Oh, goodness. Who is text bombing me, man? So that's the thing. Vegas is on the global stage. Biloxi is a beautiful place, not on a global stage. And Scott, are you going to be at the Circa with Gold Texas as a VIP? I don't understand any of those words. Free Pompsy, free Steven, free hat, free hat. It's a South Park joke that none of you get. Steve Six says, no Lego store in Circa. It's going to have a gallery of life-size statues made out of Lego, mainly Obama and Trump. Well, that's possible, too. Hey, look, Madame Tussauds. They have that gimmick going on, but I thought it was that, there's a Lego store in there. Now, you know what? I saw a Statue of Liberty made out of Twizzlers. So take that, Circa. I saw Twizzlers of Liberty over at the Hershey's World. The statues like that are pretty cool, actually. Buffalo Bills is closed down in Prim we're talking about. That's what Anthony says. New Year's Eve is a great time to go to Vegas. Room rates are real high, so the blanks won't be around. See, play to win. I can't say that term or else I'm called a racist person. Just so you know, between us. Is it true you are safe on one side of the street and can get shot on the other? Not at all, Jason. No, that's not the way that works. Pretty much both sides of the street are pretty well done over with tons of cameras and everything. Well, Steve, who is going with the gold ticket? I'm going with the gold ticket. I'm going with the gold ticket. I mean, it's like, okay, I don't know who else has one. I have no idea. Honestly, I've asked Richard, and he won't tell me anything. He just says there's other people in Vegas going, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sure they are going. But I'm going with the gold ticket. I got that right here. This thing is really big. And I was saying I was going to show you guys some stuff out of this book right here. It's huge. This weighs a lot, and it's really cool. And I was looking through this the other day, and I was just reading some of the stuff in there, and there's so many fun facts. And I asked Richard permission if I'm allowed to talk about that stuff. So you have your tickets right here. Those are your gold tickets, but they're both addressed to me. So those are those right there. So I have my +1. That'll of course be my wife. It could never be anybody else. If she wasn't able to go with me, I'd probably decline the offer because I wouldn't want to go without her. But this book right here is basically like a literal scrapbook of the entire Circa project, and it goes over some good stuff. So I'll end up, the software I'm using would let me do like a multi-camera setup, but they have like some old beta stuff. Like this is the first version, and that's the second. That's the version of the hotel that you never saw. Stuff like that. I mean, that's pretty cool. So if you guys want to, again, I know that there's people that have that book. Maybe they're not showing you, and not everybody has it. So maybe they're planning on selling that thing at the property. I have no idea. Is the bar open at Circa? I imagine there's going to be a bar, and I imagine it's going to be an open one. I have a cash bar at the grand opening of the biggest property in Vegas in the last 15 years. Probably not. Bring Arnold. Hello. Hi. Can't do Arnold. I feel so bad doing Arnold with my voice. You guys, who here has never... Say me if you've never heard me try to hack my way through Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions. If you haven't heard it, say me. If you have not heard it, say me. And see, if everybody's heard it, I'm not gonna do it. I want to see it, and it says very cool. I'm surprised that Orleans is still in business. You know, my wife and I were talking about that. I said Boyd owns the Main Street station in the Orleans, but they haven't opened Main Street. Mike's never heard it. Okay, Jimmins has never heard it. Carol's never heard it. Oh my God. Another person channel will be at Circa Black Tie event. Slotcracker. Actually, I do know him. I met him in real life. He's cool, and he's bringing a friend of his who's coming as well. So, have I eaten at Oscars? No, I never have. I always wanted to. A lot of people never heard me do Arnold. What did King Karma do that was so stupid that he got himself timed out? Sometimes these are not stupid, King Karma. He said, your wife is cheating on you, I guarantee it. Oh, you're not even timed out. You're just gone off the channel. What a joke you are. I really feel bad for you. You got to go do some work on you. I got a fake gold ticket. I got it from Arthur Slugworth. He wants me to get a hold of one chip worth $10,000. So is Arnold going to the... So let me see if I can pretend to be Arnold. So is this scenario Arnold going to get a gold ticket to the Circa? I can't do Arnold Schwarzenegger all the time. Sometimes I do it really good. Sometimes I don't. So Arnold opens it up and he goes, "Oh my God, look at this! It says Arnold. Arnold. Stephen Campbell is not Arnold. It's an invitation. It's fantastic. I'm going to come from California. Oh, they give me golden tickets. Oh, it's fantastic." That's terrible. I'm terrible at Arnold today. You just have to yell, "Get to the chopper," and everybody applauds you. And it's terrible. Anyways, the Earth hates that jerk. What? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, are you going to arrive at Circa early or fashionably late? Oh, darling, I'm going to be there at 12:01 with all the other bloggers. Fashionably late. No, I don't know. It's like, I can't remember. I think it's from 5 until 10. 5 p.m. till 10 p.m. Anthony, I can't say your comments because I'm trying to play nice with everybody, and I was punching down for a while, and I was very rude to some YouTubers, so I'm not doing that. Carrie Baker, bye Carrie. Enjoy the rest of your trip. Very good. Do Stallone. Stallone sucks. I watched this video where Stallone and Arnold are still having a feud, and he's like, "Hey, yo, Arnold, you just want to say," I'm like, dude, I understand you get that thing. He's got a paralysis in his face. I do like Stallone. You just go, hey, Mickey. It's like that. It's terrible. California. Look at that. It's California. You talk from this part of your voice. Arnold goes, come on, let's get in my Hummer. We're going to go to Las Vegas. Gonna go to Circa. Oh, that sounded like a Muppets character right away. Will you stay there, Albert? No, the Circa's rooms are not open. I don't. The Circa's rooms are not open until like December or something like that. And I was looking at some of the rooms, and the prices are like $300 a night once they open. So they really are kind of ramping it up. Unless those change, those could always change on the fly. Shannon asked if I have a cold. I have seasonal allergies, and I've had them since I was 6. It's pretty bad, and we're getting at that time of the year where it's cool enough that things are starting to bloom again in Las Vegas. Mercedes says, OMG, LOL. Hasta la vista. It's Arnold. Look at this. I don't want you to see my mouth when I'm talking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. What the heck is meant by fashionably late? Well, P.T. Barnum did that, you know, the big great promoter with the Barnum Bailey brothers. I don't know. He had a circus, and he was a showman, and he would make people anticipate. They would hang around, and then when he finally showed up, everything he did was amplified, man. Circus rates are high, Lance. Well, I mean, the thing is, people will pay the demand for it, and the rollers are going to want to come in and get high roller status there, you know? What happened to the people on the strip handing out escort cards? I mean, it's a matter of economics. They're still out there. There's a few of them out there. Not as many as there was, but there's A, less people, B, less people that can afford it. That's the two things. So when you have less people and less people that can afford those services, which are a total scam, by the way. Yeah, you guys want to know how that scam works? Here's the deal, man. They're not monetizing these live chats anyways, so I can just say whatever as long as I don't get in trouble. So if you guys want to hear how the card slapper scam works, say yes in the comments. Is Circa going to have the casino gaming open? And by the way, if you really want to hear how the escort card scams work, say yes in the comments. I'll tell you, and I'll probably make a video about it if you really want to hear it. So everybody want to hear it. Oh my God, look at the overwhelming support for that. Well, I'll do it when I get to 300 likes. How's that? All right, yeah, I know you want to see it, but I only have 201 likes. So if I get to 300 likes, I'll tell you how that works. It's a pretty violent scam. It can end up in a lot of trouble. Whoo, lordy, you have no idea. I get some escort cards like a month ago. I must have looked blank. We can show that. That's fine. No, they give them to everybody. I don't know why they do that. So if I get to 300 likes, I'll tell you how that scam works. Nobody knows how that scam works. I don't know by personal accounts, but I know because I was on the strip for 14 years or 13 years or like 50 years. They should have called it Circa. Circa. I collected, yeah, do you think people will get like branded, like, I want to stay at Circa, and they'll show up in the book Circus, and they'll be like, this is no big deal. This sucks. My like is delivered. Okay, I got 265. Only a lot to go, 35 to go. Yes, I would like to know what these ladies or persons are up to. Not cool from what I hear. Yeah, if I get to 300 likes, I'll tell you how it could end in violence or in Men learning a lesson about life. Call it Detroit West. Well, I know the thing is the D is named after Detroit, so that makes a lot of sense. Don't tease us, Ricky Tiki. All I got to do is get 21 more likes. You guys don't know. I can see the likes live. I can see them. I can see clearly now the likes are up. We call them card paper cuts. What time is it in Las Vegas? It is 8:34 in the evening. It's a timeshare scam. Not really, Con I am. Not really. There's always been some incidents involving bad people on the strip that just stick out more because less people are in town. That's what I said. 3 more likes, and I'm going to have to tell you a story. 1 more like, and I'll have to tell you a story. Now, was it that hard to get? I just want to know. I'm at 302. Was I not deserving until I had to dangle it in front of you? You know, if you eat your vegetables, I'll let you play video games. Huh? Sorry, Steven, I just got in. Oh my God, Intel Wild is here. Well, don't worry, Intel. You're beating everybody right now, so you don't got to compete with anybody. It's an inside joke. Here's the thing. So those guys, okay, it's not what you think it is. It's a complete con job scam from what I've heard. You pick up the card, slap, slap. You call the number. It's girls direct to you. They go up to your room, and what do? They do what the card says. They do a little dance for $59. And then you negotiate. Now, from what I've heard, the negotiations that are from total things that I can't mention on YouTube, and the algorithm will probably pick this up because it's like frickin' Skynet at this point for Terminator. The negotiations, sometimes they happen, and bad stuff happens in that room. I mean, I don't know. Alex, Richard Wilk is waiting for you. He's not, trust me. But sometimes what happens is they just rob the guy. They just rob the guy. And there's a guy downstairs who's like a protector of the gal, and they basically just rob him. They demand a bunch more money, or else, you know, this guy downstairs is going to F you up. And at the end of the day, I didn't unmod you. You're still a mod. Double check this out. And at the end of the day, yeah, no, you're still a moderator, Intel. At the end of the day, they scam and they steal from the guy. And then they get a bunch of money for extra stuff, and then they don't, you know, reciprocate because it's illegal in Clark County. And what is that guy going to do? Go to the cops and tell him that he was trying to hire an actual escort, not just a dancer in his room? The cops will get him for soliciting prostitution in Las Vegas, which is illegal. And that's the scam with those things. Don't do it. Don't do that stuff, man. Besides, you probably got a family that loves you very much. Come on, man. What's wrong with you? So there you go. Let's see here. Have you ever knew a person who lived in the casino and never left the casino? I know people that live at the Jockey Club. There's people that live at the Jockey Club. They own the place there. I mean, they never leave the casino. Some people are addicted to the city like that, though. No, you are still a moderator, Intel. I don't take them back. What's an escort? A person that walks you around the town and makes sure you get from place to place. It's basically a lot of BS. Yep, it is. Only if you get caught. Well, you know, Jersey Man. What's the old song from the Tweeter and the Monkey Man? Out in Jersey, anything's legal as long as you don't get caught. That's a good song by the Traveling Wilburys, which most of you don't know about. Let's see here. Logic Neo is new to the channel. Says that they are still a mod. No, you're not. Like you used your wife for American citizenship selling timeshare scams. Oh wow, that was nice of you, coronavirus. You're out of here. You'll just come back as a new channel later, I'm sure. What casino would you live in if you had to? Oh, that's so tough. I'd probably live at Veer Towers on a lower level floor because I don't like heights as much. And you'd have access to city center, and you'd be right in the middle of the strip, and you could leave really quickly. I saw a document about it. Rip off the guy person and gets their life money taken. I mean, yeah, nothing is going to happen. They're not going to go to the cops. It's impossible for them to do, though. So there was a guy that did get robbed for $90,000 out here. Thank you, Jared. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Appreciate it. There was a guy out here that brought his money. He was going to do a down payment on a home. I think it was in Arizona, maybe. And he stopped over in Vegas, and he went up to a lady on Tropicana, and he did stuff, and then he went to the bathroom, and she stole $90,000 from him. And yeah, terrible. I'm back. Is there no voiceover? I know you don't like it, J Media. We're not doing it right now. My daughter lived at the Veer. Very nice, Susan. I heard the rooms are beautiful out there. That's for sure. Enjoyed the phone book back in the day. All right, Wade. All right, am I Aries or a Gemini? I'm nowhere near either of those, my friend Ricky Tiki. I can't tell you what I am. Then you can guess my date of birth, and all this crazy stuff happens. Wouldn't it be safer to go to the Bunny Ranch? Possibly, but then you'd have to drive over an hour into Pahrump. Steve, are you in your man cave right now? I notice all the caps. This is my studio. The green screen, I was having problems running it through this Mac. Steven, tell us about Escorts. Telling us about Escorts, love it. And I had some problems, so I set that up, and I was doing like the Circa thing, and I just liked it. So I set it up there. I might actually change this studio around a bit if I ever have time. Oh, goodness gracious. Keep away from Vegas blanks, guys. Wow, we sure veered into some very adult-like entertainment in this video chat, didn't we? What theme would you build if you built a casino? Oh, man, I don't know. Halloween seems to be popular year-round. That might be good. That might be good. Logic Neo says, okay, I don't know what you're doing here. Everything is backwards. Logic, you're a funny guy. I don't know what you're writing, man. It's freaking cold here in BC. I can't wait to be back in Vegas. It was like 85 degrees here today. No, it was like 100 almost here today. Can you do another walk to South Point again? I can do that in time. Yeah, we certainly can. That was a long walk. Lewis, Baltimore. Thank you so much, Lewis, Baltimore. That is very nice. If I had $90,000 on me, at least I would put it into a safe. Yeah, Kingfish, I know, but some people don't think. Steve, due to COVID, do you foresee a lull in casino construction in the next 10 years or so? You weren't going to have a lot of casino construction at all right now because of the reason you won't see a lot of casino construction is because the city can only accommodate so many tourists coming in. And we were never really to a point of critical mass where we would need to have a lot of different rooms being built up. So because of that, I don't think any would have been built, period. I mean, we are knee deep in the construction of the Resorts World, and that opens next year. And of course, Circa this year. Circa is going to add 777 rooms, which isn't a lot of rooms. How many rooms are in Resorts World Las Vegas? But the Resorts World, on the other hand, is a very big property. There's 3,500 rooms at Resorts World Las Vegas. So with that one fell swoop, we've added, what, 4,200 rooms to the city, which is about the size of an entire MGM Grand. So I don't think we're going to see a lot, but it's not because of the turn down in the pandemic and all that stuff. It's just because of the fact that we just don't need any more rooms in Las Vegas right now. Would look cool if the bookcase was painted black and white with red lights above the caps. I could do that, man. I could trick that out with some really cool backlit LED lighting. That might be really nice. I was thinking of doing that. You can get the LED lights. I actually have some around here, but they're not really small. I bought them at Walmart on clearance. What do you think about the Encore? You're talking about them closing. I think it's ridiculous. They upped the room rates, then they put in a bunch of security, and now they're having money issues, so they want to close the property. Nobody else is closing the entire property. Sheldon Adelson only closed up the Palazzo for the rooms, and then they're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday into Sunday. Yeah, and they are closing it part of the week, yep. How much research do you do when you talk about your live vlogs walking down the Strip or Fremont Street? Tracy Thundercloud asks, do you guys want me to answer that one? Steve, how much research do you do when you talk during your live vlogs walking down the Strip or Fremont Street? Tracy wants to know. You guys want to know the answer to that? Say yes. Say yes in the chat, and I'll tell you how I do those. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, fair enough. Is my wife a good cook? She is the best cook, Dom. She is fantastic. The answer is I don't do any research when I'm walking on the live vlogs at all. I just know stuff. I've been reading about Las Vegas for a really long time. So I go out there and we talk about whatever the crowd topic gives me, kind of like what we got going on right now. Now, when it comes to Resorts World, if somebody asked me that, I would just say, I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. I tried my best, but I can't research during those live chats, so I don't research them at all. That's just the truth. So, I don't know. Maybe it reflects. Maybe they're like, I knew it. This guy is an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Look at him. He's such a fool. If I come off that way, I don't know. But I don't research anything. Where is Richard Wilkes' new casino? It's at 1 Fremont Street on the corner of Fremont Street and Main Street downtown. It's not Richard Wilkes, though. He's one of the head honcho executives there. But it is owned by Derek and Greg Stevens, who are brothers out of Detroit. Steven is the best vlogger. Thank you, Red Baron. I appreciate it. When does Resorts World plan to open? That opens in December, or probably December, if not November of 2021, next year. Circa is going to be sweet. I agree with you, Logic Neo. Maybe Not Leaving can toss their vlog name on a sports bottle and use that so you're not having to drink out of a wonton soup. I like this soup container. This was the first thing on my channel that people wanted. Matter of fact, Oh, mute the audio, Campbell. You are such an amateur. Matter of fact, somebody that I know could put my logo on this. I could buy them. They come from China, and they get to you, and they're very affordable. I could sell these things. Whoa, then I would be a real sellout, like some people say. Will Richard keep his office in the D when the Circa opens? Well, he covered this on a live stream with us. He was answering some Q&A. Maybe you guys want to see a Richard Wilk Q&A this weekend. Maybe he has time for me. He said he's going to have an office at Circa and one at the D, so I guess he'll have them in both, I believe. What do you think Las Vegas might look like in May of 2021? I may go to Vegas for 2 days and go back to LA. I think it's going to be a lot more open than people think, but it's going to all depend on flu season and on a second wave. So parts of Europe are closing up right now. They're shuttering some parts and restricting people and everything, and it's crazy, man. He has a legit cup right behind him on the shelf. I do. That was made for me by somebody, and I love that cup. And it keeps, even when it was hot in Las Vegas, I could keep ice water in there for like 12 hours. I would leave for work, come back, and there would still be ice in there. That thing is fantastic. We want the soup container. Oh, boy. I'll have to figure it out. Too many chemicals in plastic. Probably, Sasha. But then again, I live in Las Vegas where the sun will just burn you to death, too. Is it safe to go here, Steven? I have been saying, I've done some videos on this. I think it's safe as long as you're not doing something stupid like bumping into people, being aggressive, that kind of stuff. Steven, Richard used to be at the Westgate Old Hilton, correct? I don't want to talk about his history. I think I know what I know, but I don't know everything about him. I know he worked at the Monte Carlo, and I know he did work at the Hard Rock, but I'm not sure about that one right there. But he has a book. I have it somewhere in here. Richard Wilk wrote a book, and I think you can buy it on Amazon. He tells about stuff. I have it in this room somewhere. I just don't have it in front of me right now. Steven, they want you to sip from a chalice. Oh, my God, that's horrible. Well, Con Am is usually nice. What happened there? Screw China. Well, we can say that. Don't delete Con Am for saying that. He has an opinion on things. He wasn't being racist. He was just being, against the idea of bad governments hurting their people, I guess. Linda K, thank you so much. How often do you not have the AC on? Sports on the side. Well, what you don't know, CJ's daddy. Whoa, great meeting you in Caroline this weekend. Hey, CJ's daddy. He's got one of these now. We actually hooked him up. He's got a VegasFaceMask.com. I'm wearing the same one that he got. He got a few of them, actually. Thanks for the masks. They're great. I highly recommend them. Always a great time in Vegas. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, CJ's daddy. I ran into him by accident down at the North Outlets. We were down at the North Outlets, and he bumped right into me, and it was cool to meet him. I got pictures and stuff like that. William says, I seem a bit tired. Oh, I'm doing good, William. I get up at like 6 in the morning and I work until about midnight and I go to bed at 1. And then I start the cycle, wash, rinse, repeat. What I was talking about, do you use a Camelback? I have a Camelback. I find it very hard to drink out of. But somebody from the channel bought it, which was very nice of them, which was nice. Cat Image says Pimp Cump. Now, moderators, you're getting a little bit aggressive, moderators. Peel it back a little bit. Pimp Cup. That's funny. Okay, that's a funny joke. I have a twisted sense of humor. Again, moderators, we're just not looking for like 4-letter profanity over and over again. We just don't want to see hatred towards any political party, either side of the aisle. Nothing against, LBGT, Jewish people. I don't want to see religious stuff. No hate stuff. That's all I want, mods. Be nice. Intel Wild says, I want to order some masks from you and your wife soon. Well, thank you, Intel. When you do, be sure to put a little message in the box so I can reach back and say thank you. Say, I am Intel Wild, because I won't know who you are. Does YouTube pay well, Shannon says. It's not a full-time living, no, Shannon. It's certainly not. And, you have to be a much bigger channel to work full-time on YouTube and have any kind of consistency and safety. And it's, again, a job that could just get taken away from you. Of course, I have I have 2 jobs. I work a full-day job, plus I do YouTube stuff. Have you met Brian Christopher? No, I haven't. I guess I'm going to meet him at the Circa grand opening, which is real fun. So I'll meet him there. I know he's going for sure. That's one thing that I do know. Would a 32-ounce plastic cup from Smart & Final do? I got lots of cups, man. I just like this cup. This is some basic what stuff. This is for when I was poor. I was broke. And I couldn't even, I wanted a big cup, and I didn't even have $1.85 to buy a drink from the store, so I used one of my wife's old takeout cups. Shannon says, I invest a lot of the hours, it seems. Thank you, Shannon. Steven, the mods love you. That's why they're overprotective. It's okay, J Media. It's all good. And I appreciate them being overprotective. And that's very nice. And now J Media is a moderator. Thank you for being around for so long, J Media. That's super nice of you. Now you're now a moderator. You don't even have to do anything with it. Just be really cool about it, okay? Like I said, just don't be like kicking people out for no reason, because I can always take it away, just so you know. Will there be shows by November? There's shows right now, Anthony. There's 3 shows going at a place called the Mosaic Theater, and then there's also Piff the Magic Dragon, there's Absinthe, and there's a country racy show. So yeah, there are shows going on right now. That's why, okay, so Conam says YouTube is stingy. That's why people like me do Patreon, and that's why people like me do the channel memberships. And that's why we do them, and because it's not like we're greedy. We just need to like supplement our time and stuff like that. And I've done a lot of videos. I don't know how many videos I have on my channel right now, but I've been doing this for nearly 2 years. And right now, what do moderators do, Mike? They just make sure that if somebody's being a jackass, they don't be a jackass for that much longer. I think I have 661 videos on my channel, so nearly 700. So there you go. Hope Vegas gets back to normal soon. Love coming there a couple of times a year. I'm glad you come in for sure. I'll be there next month for Thanksgiving. I can hardly wait. Very nice. Wonder when concerts will return. Shannon, that's a good point. If there's live shows, there could be concerts, maybe limited engagements that might charge people a lot of money. I do have Cash App, Logic Neo. It's in all my streams have more info, but nobody uses that. The donations are fine, and but people, they lend a hand, and we appreciate it. All YouTubers appreciate it. They really do. Years ago, did you ever think of the wildest dreams you would be online shooting the breeze with 599 strangers? Never thought that. Ever. It's strange. Life is weird. Trust me. I never thought that I'd be walking somewhere and I'd be in a Jimmy John's buying a sub. By the way, Jimmy John's is super overrated. I hate to say it. And if you work there, God bless you. You're doing your best, but that bread is not good. And I don't know. It's just very bland. But anyways, I'm in a Jimmy John's, and the guy's like, not leaving Las Vegas. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to have that. And I'm very honored, Pompsy is good. Totally different than Steven and less a veteran. Pompsy's a young guy, man. He's got a big career ahead of him. Like I said, he does good video editing. Are you letting any fans at Raiders games yet? No, they're not. I mean, they did like a limited engagement tailgate for only Raiders season ticket holders. 5 people in a group cost $400 for up to 5 people. And you could tailgate. Okay, whatever. But no fans in the stadium yet. They might not do that. Mark Davis seems to be adamant on either all fans or no fans. Going to Vegas Sunday, staying for 2 days, Intel says. Cool. That's very nice, man. I like it. When do oh my god, lots of chats, 579 people. When do the entertainers come back to LV? Shows are crucial. They're in Las Vegas right now. Not all of them, but it's coming back slowly but surely. Tanya, oh my god, thank you so much, Tanya. I must have close to 100 there, and I'm gonna have to start doing my my private chats. We're gonna do private chats on both for both Patreon and for the YouTube channel members. Let's see what I have right now. I'm very close. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so close to that. Well, thank you, Tanya. I really appreciate it. Had it once, didn't like it either. I don't know what Dorothy's talking about. London, UK, 4:50 a.m. What time in Vegas? Well, we're GMT -8, so it's 8:52 p.m. 8:52 p.m. And you are from the future. Because it's what, the 13th here? I don't even know what day it is. Oh my god, I failed at life so hard just now. What time is it? It's October 13th. It's the 14th where you are. Which part of the strip do you like the most? I like that section. Well, I like everything from Treasure Island down to City Center, honestly. It's very nice. Can I meet you with my son next week when we're in town, Steve? Yes. I don't know what days you're going to be here, Wapri. I generally don't go down to the strip except for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But we can meet. Yeah, but you got to... How do I get... You got to email me, man. Stephen J at notleavinglasvegas.com. Stephen J at notleavinglasvegas.com. Let's see, which buffets are open? Cosmo, Wicked Spoon, and South Point. No others. Hopefully I'll see you Saturday evening on the strip. And coming in from God's country, Indiana, I got some Hoosiers coming in. That sounds fun. What do you do to keep your glasses at times fog up while wearing a mask? I hate that. Well, these very seldom, these do not really fog up. Plus I live where it's warm all the time. So... can't fog them up. No, they sometimes get a little fog, but they're not really a fogging mask. That's the little thing about it. The reason why is that there's a pretty tight seal if you tighten it, but it doesn't hurt your ears because it goes through the back of your head like that. So it's a bead, so it goes around. And it has a pretty tight seal right here, so you don't really get the fog on there. Lewis, Baltimore, thank you so much. You love how patient you are. I try to be patient, Lewis. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, my friend. Let's see here. Eagles allowing 750 a game. Well, that's something. I wonder what those tickets are selling for. $10,000 a piece. And then you're watching the Eagles. I'm just kidding. That's a terrible thing to say. No, I have a friend who's an Eagles fan. You guys have the best fan base in all of professional sports, possibly. And now I just offended like 29 other teams. But you guys have a great fan base. You waited a long time to win the Super Bowl. I'm very proud of you guys. See that you're kicking up the interviews. I love it, John. Thank you so much, John. That's cool, man. I'm trying to talk to people. Some people are not happy with it. Some people are like, hey, man, we'll talk to you. That one guy had the artwork. He's like, you should have asked me. I'm like, oh, gosh, I'm sorry. Okay. Have you heard anything from a train they want to build from California to Vegas? Yes. I can't remember the name of it, but it was originally going to be... Virgin train, and then Virgin is in trouble because their airline is being bankrupted and they're building all these resorts everywhere. So now it's going to be a different type of train. And they have the bonds from the state of California, the bonds from Nevada right now. So they have the municipal bonds to build this thing. Now it's just going to be they have to scout the land and buy the land, and then they have to build it. So there you go. There it'll be. Let's see here. Eagles fans are complete tools. Oh, don't be. Come on, SD Robbie. You guys must be like, maybe you're like a Niners fan or something like that. I'm going to be in town tomorrow, and I'm a Niners fan, by the way. Don't take that the wrong way. You are able to talk nonstop. Very entertaining. While I watch. Do you talk to your wife this way? Oh, God, sometimes. You imagine that. She has to see me 24/7, and I love her, and she's very patient, but I have to practice not talking as much sometimes. Eagles fans are mean. No, they're not. They're just rowdy. So people will say that Raiders fans are mean. They're just rowdy. Is NHRA going to happen with fans attending in a couple of weeks? I don't know. Let's see here. That's one I should know. NHRA fans, Las Vegas. And it says, let's see here. I don't know. Let's see here. It says with limited fans in July. Well, that never happened. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'd have to look into that. You guys can Google that one if you want. Yeah, I don't know. You said yesterday that technically the Las Vegas Boulevard lasts all the way to the state border. That's a fun fact, freaks me out. Yeah, well, it used to be a big highway. There used to be no Interstate 15. You'd have to take the Las Vegas Boulevard to get to California. California, to quote The Wizard, or if Arnold was in that old movie, The Wizard. California, yeah, I'm Arnold. Terrible. If things get back to normal, would you have a drink with some of us at the Vegas bar, or is the bar scene not your thing? I mean, I'll go to a bar. I just don't really like to drink very much. But, yeah, I'm not really a drinker. I want to have a meetup. I want to do a meetup. I'd probably leverage something like Facebook or some free platform. Free platform to do that kind of thing because, you know, some people aren't on Facebook. But we got to have a meetup somewhere for sure. Let's see here. Oh, my God. Pompsy is taking over Vegas, David says. Very good, man. Very good. I'm very blessed. Oh yeah, Caroline was just in the room. She didn't. You know what? She left. She said, "No, I'm out of here." No, I'm very blessed that I'm actually growing. I'm just really grateful that I am. I'm happy that you guys have been with me this entire journey. So that's nice. And you know, there's a lot of good channels in the Vegas space. You guys should give everybody the opportunity to actually look at them and see what's going on with them, and you know, give everybody the chance to get some love. Don't favor one or the other. People are so sometimes voraciously mad about other YouTubers. Just let them do their thing. I didn't for a while. I was obsessive over certain people, and I learned my lesson. And Life in Las Vegas, because cool guy. We met him last, was it Friday or Saturday night? I can't recall. Super nice guy, man. You know, and you don't know until you meet people in the flesh what they're really all about. You have a good wife. Thank you, Conam. I appreciate it. So you don't talk about real issues. I spoke about the conventions, and you glossed right over that. Michael, what are you talking about, dude? Seriously, this is what I love about people. Do you think that, and I'm going to get a little bit frustrated face on here. So right now, okay, I'm gonna read every single one of these things. Right now, it's not showing me my chat rate. Right now, there are close to 600 people in the chat, and they're all chatting. And I can only see particular chats at certain times. Right now, the chat rate is 21, okay? At its peak, the chat rate was greater than that. It was a lot bigger. At its peak, the chat rate was as high as 100. That means that I have 100 chats per minute going. So if I gloss over you, thank you, Intel Wild, because I don't see what's going on, it's because I didn't see your chat. You know, and I had to explain this to my wife. She pops in and says things to me, and I don't see her because there's 1,000 people in a live stream or 1,500 people at the same time talking. So I don't talk about the real issues. You should go to my channel. On a desktop, it's easier. There's a little search box and type conventions, because before SEMA was canceled, I talked about it. Before I talked about the Las Vegas or the Star Trek convention this video, didn't I? Did I not talk about that? Didn't I talk about CES and the SEMA show? Didn't I talk about all these shows? Oh, I did, but there's 661 videos. I don't expect you to see all of them. But I think that it's kind of asinine for you to assume I don't talk about issues. I do videos every damn day. I talk about issues that are very sensitive and put my channel in jeopardy, sir. Thank you. Beyond Creative says, respect people who find the time of their busy schedules so that you can see their world through distanced eyes. Who said that? That is muy profundo, as they say in Spanish. Tu eres muy profundo, señor Beyond Creative. I don't know what I just said. Did I speak Spanish just now? You tell me in the comments below. Let's see who said that awesome quote. Oh, it's just a Pinterest quote. I don't know who said that, but that's really cool. I like that very much. Let's see here. When you do the strip walks, I run out of breath just trying to keep up with you. Okay. Why you gotta go and make things so complicated? I don't know. You did a brilliant job, and I think the other ones do a great job. I'm learning a lot about Vegas. I usually go to 1 month of the year, but I didn't this year. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Louis, Baltimore. Are you going to leave Las Vegas and film somewhere else? I'd like to start filming in other places, but I would need a much bigger following so people won't like get kicked out. And they're like, oh, I'm done with you. You're not a Vegas guy anymore. Because honestly, you can brand anything Las Vegas. I can make a Las Vegas series. Hey, look, I have a Las Vegas Xbox controller. Would you like to buy it? And people would buy it. So I hope that that's not the only reason I'm popular. I do think of that sometimes. But at the same time, I would love to film other things outside of Las Vegas and show you guys some different stuff. Let's see here. Tahoe and Atlantic City. I've lived in Tahoe. Reno's a nice place. Atlantic City I've never been to. I'd love to go see the New York and the East Coast. AVN was canceled. I mean, I've talked about all this stuff. Have you maxed out your mods? Never, Aqua Bliss. But these are the people that have been watching me forever. Lance is here. You do a great job. Just don't do the impersonations. Oh, no. Lance doesn't like them. You keep me interested in Vegas between trips. Thank you, JJ and Low. Do the street performers get mad when you stream them vlogging live? They don't get mad. Some of them put their hands up, and then you just take a hit. You be respectful. If you're disrespectful, that's when you're going to have problems. You're going to have a hard time. Will Laughlin survive? Sure. There's lots of people that have a lot of money that live in Bullhead City. Go over to the other side for sure. I have had more alcohol this year than in my hands than I have had in my mouth because of hand sanitizer. There it is, Shannon. I know. What's the consequences of all that? I have no idea. But anyways, you guys have been great on this chat. I want to thank you guys for watching this video tonight, this broadcast. I'll be back tomorrow with more videos. I'm going to think about, I have a big news day to do tomorrow. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that right now. Oh, Punky Powers in the house. Thank you, Mr. Classic TV 1980. If you guys have to wear a face mask, or you know somebody who does and you hate them but they love them, send them VegasFaceMask.com masks, even if it's not for you. This helps my wife out. She actually does this as her side gig, and they're 2 for $25. Or if you guys want to, just go over to the Facebook group. A free thing you could do. Doesn't cost you a penny. Join the Not Leaving Las Vegas group on Facebook. Keep up the great work. Remember, it's all about presentation. I'm trying my best. Check this out. The software I have, it can do cool stuff. Like I can put like this up and it goes whoop, but I gotta change that logo. And then I can do cool stuff like I can add things on this. There's a whole bunch of things I can do. I don't know. What the hell is burning text? Is this like Burning Man? I don't know what burning text is. I mean, look at that. That is pretty cool. So there's all sorts of things that I can do on this software that I don't even know like how it all works and operates. So yeah, presentation is key. Let's get rid of that. That's just ridiculous. So look here, Vegas is awesome. And I can do that in the text, and I can change, hopefully I could change, I can't seem to change the horrible font. It just looks just terrible. But that's some fun stuff right there. You see what I mean? What software is that? It's called Mimo Live. Mimo Live. And yeah, I got to get going. Vegas is awesome. 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 And now it's on my head. All right, this is ridiculous. This is not a good quality broadcast. But I am going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys being here with me. Like, share, subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Share this with somebody else. Be nice to people today. I find it sometimes very stressful, but I do love all of you guys, even the ones that stress me out. You're all like my brothers and sisters. All right, guys. That was the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. So here we go with a 3, a 2, a 1, and come back tomorrow for that big news update. Click.